Hello everyone, this is Greyshot117 here, bringing you a Company of Heroes 3 replay, brought to you by PANZERBURGER. Yes, there was a patch. I think that says everything I need. I'm kidding, no. This is a 2v2 on Dusseldorf. That's actually one of the reasons why I picked it. Luckily I get enough replays where even with the patch happens, I don't have to worry. But still, yeah, I've never had a game on Dusseldorf. So, yeah, kind of happy. This map is something that I've seen my brother play, but I've honestly never really gotten to play it. Usually it's a bunch of other random 2v2s. I don't know why this map is not on rotation more. But yeah, Dusseldorf, 2v2. PANZERBURGER going as British along with Herderon, with let's see, Lend-Lease, Garden Mortar, or Shock Rifle. Probably Lend-Lease would be the best because it's both get great MGs, Shermans, and also helpful allied support, you know, for the British. No, you go guards. Alright, heavy mortars, I could see guards. Alright, whatever. Equal reasoning. Let's see, we have Uhtred, which is Spirit Doctrine, and Dome, which are mechanized assault. Good close-range troops, and again, in a urban close-range environment, which is, I can see, a very, very good thing to have. And then here, mortar half-tracks, very mobile. You can put it through the city pretty quickly, and the Tiger Tank would be something where it's like, it pops out of nowhere. You're like, oh, shit. But we'll see how this goes. Okay, so we have a major cathedral, which is interesting, like in the center of town. Also, trains coming through. I'm assuming this is a German city, judging by the panzers and everything like that. Gonna make that great assumption, because I don't think a city in Russia is gonna be called Dusseldorf. Just pointing out there. Yeah, so let's see. We have 3 major points. Fuel very close to both bases, so that's not gonna be a real big issue. Capture point wise, let's see. This one goes to the end. Again, newer map that I'm not used to, so which one I'm going through. But honestly, yeah. So you couldn't really close the pocket or anything. Really, I mean, take territory. It would be very difficult to do so. And there's a lot of heavy cover, so that's also a huge obstacle for a lot of these players. Is the fact that, well, if you get an engagement, most likely each side is going to get in some cover somewhere, and it's heavy, so you have to worry. Now, the good thing about the British is they get the best guns possible, so they can actually go toe-to-toe, if not beat Grenadier squads. That being said, you're in cover, genius, but no offense. Sorry, I'm going to say it. You're in cover, but you're facing them, so the cover would be directional. So, again, this way. Well, then you have here, and, well, they're shooting at you, and there's nothing blocking bullets from hitting you, so, yeah. Yeah, just saying. Assault Grenadiers. Wow, mowing down that MG. Probably couldn't get a sight line on that, or wasn't, or they kept turning, so it was very issue. Now, big issue. Now with Assault Grens, again, 5 guys shooting close range weapons. Yeah, this British infantry does not stand a chance. Does not. What is that? Oh, Universal Carrier coming up. Alright, with a flamethrower upgrade, that can pretty much burn them out of the church, which would be helpful. MG stopping them. Very nice location. Kind of holding this choke point. So let's see here. The British, though, have more resources than the Axis right now. So the Axis are winning engagements, but they need to capture some more territory. So yeah, even though, I mean, the Soviet player seems to be doing a... Wow. Why are you blocking off that territory? They can come up this way. You know that, right? I guess you're just stopping them from going after the munitions, but... I mean, okay. I'm kind of curious why you're just blocking everything off. Alright, let me double check everyone's rank before I continue. Alright, so this guy's not exactly the highest ranked player, but usually when you close off territory, that's a higher level move, especially the cover. Because that's why I think he's doing, like with this, but I don't know. That's just weird in my book to do that. We'll see how it goes. So with the flame equipment, yeah, that'll be pretty good against Grenadiers because, hey, these might be pretty good against infantry. They suck versus armor because they have no armor component to them. Alright, British infantry trying to fight, but in close range, they're using that heavy cover to their advantage, going side to side and getting that cover, and then surrounding the British infantry, annihilating it. Yeah, so it's not, they're not in a good position. Not at all. So what do you do? Well, in this scenario, constantly burning them would definitely help out. Oh, or go after the MG. That works too. Again, just one or two good barrages, and well, these guys will cook inside the building. Now, at this point, you want to retreat, but oh wow, okay, yeah, bum rush past it and get use the other infantry to block it. That's actually pretty smart. Now, these penal troops, again, being stronger than conscripts, can go toe to... Why are you getting... Oh, you have flamethrowers. I was going to say, why are you getting closer? They're actually good, pretty good medium range. But no, he's getting closer to use the flamethrower to burn them, which will, you know, remove any, you know, bonus the cover has with them. Mortar, close range, seem to be helping them out, but yeah, unfortunately, without a MG42 component with these Grenadiers, the flamethrower units are just going to overwhelm them. Alright, nice. Oh, nope. There we go. Nice MG. Again, definitely supporting. Again, this church is definitely like a good overarching position looking over the entire area. So mid seems to be under Axis control, at least for the time being. So in this scenario, this seems to be like the point of that most likely rush to. Though, I will say this. This seems to be kind of... Yeah, this location seems to be kind of OP. Because what I'm seeing right now is the church is great for holding this area, and this area. But where the Germans come from, there's this trees, all these trees and vegetation. So you can't block them from coming this way. That being said, you can block the Allies from coming in this direction. So this seems to be favoring whoever's on this right side compared to this left side, which... I don't know. I'm kind of mixed feelings about that. I hate maps that do that, where it's like, yes, this side favors, and it's not balanced. Face Off at Rostov was another... Oh, I think that was the right map. Face Off at Rostov. I think so. Yes, it was. Where it's like, oh yeah, let's make half the map destructible for one team, and then the other half it's landlocked, so they can just... I mean, land... you know... So it's like they can just walk over, no issues, no problems. Great map design. I like the map, I do, and I actually find it more interesting on the location in which there was those destructibility, because I actually found it more that you could cover your units better. But I don't know, that's my tactic. Okay, mortar emplacement, Panzerburger, but it's a little back. I get it. You want to make sure it's far enough back to where you can hurt this building, but the problem is we have this mortar half strike now with the flames, and that could probably start killing all these mortars. And I get it, you have a heavy mortar, so that's actually pretty good. So Soviet players at least using his heavier infantry, and he also has guards up, so with the penal troops as well, that's going to be a good combo. Because again, good against infantry, good against armor. They can tag team, burn out MGs in buildings, and take out armor in streets. You'll be pretty good. Now we have roving packs of assault grens. Again, assault grens, they don't have the highest health though. The nice thing about this map, it seems like, is they have the heavy cover to bounce to, so they can quickly sprint and get between cover and cover. So we'll see how well that works. Grenades being thrown, that should pretty much, oh yeah, pretty devastating. Though the flamethrower knocked out that one unit. Wow. Still advancing, even though they're dying. Is that unit gonna die? Yes, it does. Burned to death on the retreat. Oof. Not the way I want to go. The other assault grenade units, like, I'm getting the fuck out of here. But that's the thing. The Soviet player was playing defensively and had the flamethrowers, while this guy was being more aggressive. He should have used sprint, closed the pocket, and then threw a bunch of grenades on the positions with all three guys. But instead, he walked, lost a unit in the walk, and then by the time he got there, it was just so scattered. It didn't, well, yeah, it didn't help. Now, this guy could throw a satchel charge, and he could throw it on this building, neutralizing that MG. Satchel charges are very explosive rounds that Soviet players can throw, and demolition buildings. We also have a T-70 out, which I'm actually surprised he actually got one so quickly. But I have to say this, that's a pretty good combo. Again, have a light tank roam the streets, just popping in and out with the flamethrower attack. I mean, with a unit like helping out. Yeah. Also, kind of bullshit that they place as they leave. Like, come on, Relic, please have a retreat button in buildings for Company of Heroes 3, which I did it again. Someone brought this up. It's like, what would you want Company of Heroes 3? What would you like the setting to be? Honestly, Pacific Theater. Give me the Chinese army. That's what I want. I know that might be weird and annoying, but I feel like that would be something that A, it would hit the Asian market. People would really like that. And B, it would be a completely different army, and I feel like other than being American, you know, a campaign or something, that'd be pretty cool. Plus, then you could do an expansion if you want with America in, you know, the Pacific Theater if you want. And you could do, like, island hopping, where it's like you control units and it's like major battles across the Pacific. But, and it's like, and like through major islands. But of course, it's like, well, if you attack here, the Japanese, like, get stronger at this location and they get access to air power and other things. I think that would be really cool. You know, if they did that, or even with the Chinese campaign, where you actually have like the whole of southeast to northeast Asia, just that whole area. Just you could have all sorts of cool environments, snowy environments, sandy environments, etc. that you could really use. That Japan, like, again, occupied or fought with. And then also you have the Chinese resistance forces, the communist forces, the kind of democratic, autocratic forces. I don't know, that would be pretty cool. Now, the Axis in this game are definitely gaining the advantage. You can see resource-wise, gaining more than the Allies by far. So we could definitely see some upgraded weapons, aka these guys, which is not good for anyone. Lots of cover. I've noticed there's just so much cover in this map that close-range units definitely have the advantage, which is why I don't think this is a good idea. He's getting a lot of Grenadiers. I don't think that's good. Because, again, Grenadiers are good medium range. This is a close-range environment. I think Panzer Grenadiers would be good. And you don't even have to upgrade them. Just have Panzer Grenadiers. Holy God, that was a massive explosion. But have Panzer Grenadiers with either with Panzer Trucks and without Panzer Trucks. That would be pretty effective, in my opinion. How are those assault Grens? Okay, he is changing over the Panzer Grenadiers. Again, all close range, but, you know, having that AT component would definitely help. Especially with the T-70 roaming about. Yeah, definitely, again, these guys great long range, but unfortunately, again, there's just too many for them to really pick off. A few too many grenades. Let's see, Herodon, you still have that. Let's see, PANZERBURGER, you have upgrade to your command company, but you have yet to get anything. Most likely, you're probably saving up for a Cromwell, though out of the three, maybe a Firefly would be good. Because if you say, oh, Greyshot, why would you get that? Well, he gets that. His British infantry are already doing pretty okay. Not amazing, but they're doing okay. And I think you have the... No, you have not gone upgrades. Okay, never mind. But what you could do is use this infantry and as the front line, and then get your Firefly to counteract enemy armor that most likely will be coming around, and place mines everywhere. So, I don't know. That's just me. That's what I would do. But nice kill. Wow, yeah, using the T-70 and the flamethrower unit to cut them off as a retreat point. That's crafty. That's pretty crafty. Although, you know, you're getting a Cromwell, that's not bad either. And you have an SU-76 for AT, so that could definitely help. Not necessarily against a Panther, but neither of these guys are getting anything that major. They're both Wehrmacht, so we don't have to worry about encampments. But still, I'm actually curious why they aren't... They both went Battle Phase 2. Is this guy going to go Battle Phase 3? Is that what he's saving up for, or is he just saving up for a Tiger? I mean, he could, if he gets enough command points, which probably would take him a lot more time if he's only at 5. A Tiger wouldn't be necessarily a bad thing. It would definitely be a WTF moment for the Allies to just be like, oh, the first armored unit you engage is a goddamn Tiger rolling down the streets. Not something you want to see. But with all the infantry they have, they could probably take it on. They use the guard troops and pin the sucker, button the vehicle, and then throw a couple satchel charges on it. Bing, bada, boom. We pretty much have everything under wraps. And again, sometimes going overkill is not necessarily a bad thing. Make sure you throw as many charges and use everything you can with every single unit you can to neutralize that vehicle. It may just be one vehicle, but if you can knock out something like a Panther or something along those lines, again, retreat that would have helped. Again, like, I would rather overkill a unit than not send enough. Speaking of which, you didn't get a Cromwell, you got a Centaur. I'm fine with this, because again, he has infantry. No armor. None. Zip. Nada. So the fact you're just using, you know, a Centaur to literally just, like, annihilate all the infantry around this area, not a bad idea. With infantry support, that Centaur is going to wreck really quickly. Let's see. This thing is already 5 kills. Not too bad. Almost vet 1. Yeah, they're... Like I said, I'll bring up another video. Need to fix the veterancy with some of the German OKW units. Kubel, Sturm Tiger, etc. Because if this gets 5 kills and already almost like good way to veterancy 1, why can't a Kubel, which by the way gets almost as many, have a rough time with just getting to level 1, or a Sturm Tiger? But in any case, let's see here. MG guarding this portion of the map. What's over here? Just a command point. Alright, so looks like the Germans might be trying to use a tactic of, you know, going for the command stars and try to slowly drain the opponent in that capacity. Panzerburger, do you have White Phos? No, you don't. Okay, I was going to say, I thought White Phos was becoming now, which would, again, be very deadly against buildings. Right, so we have this guy here. He's still placing all the barbed wire. Wait, did you completely... Oh, I get it. You blocked it up so that way they couldn't normally get to it. So, you have a unit there. Dude, I would mine this place up. Wait a second. This is the munitions point. This is not the... Oh my god. You are guarding the munitions point. Are you kidding me? I don't mind that. I mean, to be fair, they're like, okay, just send a unit over there. And it's just like, okay, there's an issue. Why won't my units go there? But still, they could like hop the fence here. Or they could shoot it and just kill the barbed wire. It's an annoyance, and I like the idea of this, but the fact that you can't just walk over here with that unit and get that is kind of really bugging me. Get a minesweeper, clear the barbed wire, re-put it down, and just walk away. Don't keep a unit there. Seriously, that's like you could be using that, especially with your decent amount of munitions. Place some really nice demo mine charges. That way, in case, let's say, quote-unquote Panzer IV comes around, which, by the way, really nice skin. I have to check out those new skins they released and probably, you know, put it on my armor. Because, man, oh man, I like some skins. Although I will say the Valkyria Chronicle skin's pretty awesome. Very nice shot with the T-70 again. Oh, that was a nice shot. Oh, boy. That T-70, again, awesome vehicle killer. I mean, not vehicle, infantry killer. Now, let's see. We have Panzer IVs being deployed, so it looks like he's saving up for the heavier stuff, which, again, most likely saving for a Tiger, while Dome is getting Panzer IVs. Now, first off, having 2 Panzer IVs look like goddamn Tigers or whatever, pretty awesome. I'll say that. Nice skins. Secondly, that's a pretty good combo because, again, you see here, multiple battle tanks versus what the Soviets have and the British have, which is nothing. They have a Centaur, a couple little pieces of AT, and then... wow, okay, now the Panzerschreck. But the Soviet has more AT, but if double Panzer IV rushes the Su-76, that thing is screwed. So, yeah, this could be a major problem for the Allies if used correctly. And again, we'll see how well they use it. If they can use it like a pincer move where they send infantry and then send the armor to flank and just completely surround so they can't retreat, that's terrifying. If they send it in, which I think they're going to do, and just front line with no recon, that's pretty stupid. Especially versus British and Soviet players. Because they love placing mines. And if you rush in armor in a mine, like late area, you're going to lose that armor. Almost guaranteed. Alright, yeah, now they know about the Su-76 is prepping over. They have the Centaur over here, not going to do much, but can do something. They're going to line up the areas with penal troops. So that way, of course, if they rush up with the armor, they can throw satchels, maybe button it with these guys. Yeah, now they know. So honestly, I would even engage. I would, like, the fact that they know when you see these guys moving, I would back the Panzer IVs up and re-engage in a different area, like this. There's nothing over here, and I would move up all my armor and everything, like, in a different area. I know they may be like, oh, but Greyshot, they need to hold this, because all of their, everything over here is over here. I mean, like, everything that the Allies have is over here. Well, yes and no. Oh, wow, really? You retreat all your forces for 2 units, barely alive, really? The Panzer IVs are over here. But this is what I'm talking about, like a distraction that forces them to retreat and then have the second army move in. Because, again, all the AT forces are now gone. If that guy moved up right now with the Panzer IVs, it would be GG. Like, there would be nothing over here. So, anyway. You have to play, again, in Company of Heroes, you have to play mind games with your enemy. You have to always make sure that the enemy doesn't know what you're about to do. And even if they do know it, make sure that they think that you're literally bringing hell. Because if, wow, okay, mine hit, very nice. Yeah, he plays mines, so nice job. But you have to make sure that you do everything in your power, everything, to make it seem like, oh god, like to freak the enemy out. If you can do that, you can do a lot more with fewer units. Panzer again, taking out that poor mortar half track, which is having some pathfinding issues. Panzer IV not going further back for some reason. Unsure about that. We have T-30-45 moving up. We have a Stu coming in on the flank. We have that. Yeah, that's a different Stu, isn't it? Yeah, the ASIF. The one that people say, oh, Greyshot's great. Well, yeah, maybe in mass, but not right now. Light artillery barrage and a bunch of armored units. You're very lucky he's not moving it. And we still have the Centaur over here shooting down. No, well, sorry, it wasn't shooting down. My apologies. I guess just preventing infantry from coming through. And we have more armor. With the Firefly crossed with the T-30-45, those Panzer IVs are now obsolete. They can't go toe-to-toe with those units. Both the T-34-85 and the Firefly upgraded are more powerful easily than the Panzer IVs. So they need something else. And a Stug E is not what they need. This guy needs to save up and try to get a Tiger or a Panther for that matter. Oh no, he didn't. He just... Okay, now he's getting the Stug. Dude, I'm gonna be very honest. If your teammate goes medium armor, go advanced. That way you can cover your your ally's weakness. Right now, the Soviets have a wide range of really awesome men. Now, I get it. You're pushing infantry through this way. They're pretty smart until they are like, okay, let's move the T-30-45. Pretty much good against infantry and the Centaur over there. Somehow the Panzer IV died. I'm thinking it's the Firefly, but that's just me. Let's see. Vehicle repair. What are you repairing? Alright. Don't know. I guess you're healing the one unit. Sure. Fine. Whatever. Yeah, Axis pushing over here, trying to gain some territory. Again, they're trying to... Their ploy is, again, point-wise. Trying to capture the points and win the game that way. This guy's still trying to get over here, and it's just not going to work, which I find hilarious. But, like I said before, the T-70 is still roaming around, so that's going to get infantry, and the T-30-45 is on standby, so... Oh, look, he's healing the Stu. Dude, go heal your infantry and then heal it so it's quicker. Having two guys heal it's not going to do you any favors. It's going to take forever. Oh, wow, I'm really surprised that mine didn't go off. I'm going to be honest. Alright, so let's see. What is PANZERBURGER doing? So this thing is still here. Crippled engine. Alright. I'm trying to figure out what exactly what the Axis can do and the British could do. The British actually is good. He went Comet, didn't he? Yes, he did. So he has Comet tanks that are very powerful, equal to Panthers. So right now I see an advantage going to the Allies. The Allies have the armor, the infantry, everything. The Axis have some decent infantry, but their armor is not backing them up. And I haven't really seen a great armor engagement from them to really say like, oh yeah, the armor is really going to help turn the tide. It's just not happening. It's not happening. And also, they're kind of like focusing. I know they stand a bunch of infantry over here, but setting in like one armor unit to help support and knock out that T-70 would have helped you hold that territory. Instead, infantry came in, grabbed it, Soviet counterattacked with armor, and you had nothing to counter it, so they had to retreat. Great job. Great job. Also, this thing is now healing as it moves, so great job. Again, the only thing I see helping turn the tide is the Tiger, but with a second T-30-485 on the field, plus again, he could always do the sacrifice thing, where with these things, very simple, you just have the T-34-85 ram the damn thing, the Tiger's stunned, and then you have the second one go around behind, get a few shots off it, while the Comet and Firefly fire in the front, because they have guns that can penetrate even heavy armor. Now, we're talking medium armor over here, so yeah, these things are screwed. Wow, British armor just rolling up. White, wow, okay, with the Stu getting the Panzer IV doing some damage. Knocked out a Comet. Did not expect that, honestly. But again, this is like a draw moment where it's just like mono-y-mono. So it's not bad. The Comet, however, should have came in from the side and continued to move. Try to hit these guys on the side. The Comet does actually a decent amount of damage to medium armor and heavier armor when it's hitting the armor on its rear or side flank, because then it can penetrate its shots more and do damage. And when it's turning the front, it doesn't do a lot, because a lot of the shots will bounce. So that's why you need to try to go around. Also, maybe, well, maybe not that, but, yeah, like I said, you should have came around the side. Wow, a lot of Panzer Grenadiers, so we have to worry about that. Again, mass Panzerschreck shots is enough to kill, like, lighter armor instantly, and medium armor can definitely cripple. I'm very curious. Wow, how did you miss those shots? You're wow, okay. I'm actually glad he retreated, because if he didn't, and like, oh great, he's gonna fire one more, that Game and Bomb would have murdered him. And the Centaur, if they would have walked out to like no cover, the Centaur would have destroyed them. So now we have the Tiger through the loss of all those units, and yeah, this is where we could have a lot of issues. The Tiger, well, again, not that great in terms of, you know, bouncing shells. It is still pretty powerful because of one simple factor. It's a big, heavy tank that can take a lot of hits. Even if they penetrate, can still take a lot of hits. That also has a very powerful gun. And no matter what the Allies have, they don't have something that can go toe-to-toe with this. They have stuff that can hit at long range, do a lot of damage, but they don't have something that can really withstand it for a long period of time, unless they send a massive amount of forces. I mean, they could always get a Comet, but even that, it's like, the first reference I thought in my head would be like, for those who know, if anyone's ever watched Justice League, it would be like Mongol fighting Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman did a pretty good job fighting Mongol, but you need Superman to take him out and like do the final blow. Yes, I know, but hey, if I can mention the DCAU and how awesome that is compared to the current movie universe that DC's doing, I'm gonna bring it in. Also, dude, you could have just had that for 5 seconds, like 2 more seconds in taking that point. Anyway, yeah. And for those who don't know what the DCAU, that included Batman the Animated Series, Superman the Animated Series, Batman Beyond, Zeta, Static Shock, lightly Teen Titans, Justice League, the animated, what was it? Yeah, Justice League, Unlimited, and also, I think Legion of Superheroes, very lightly. Because I remember Brainiac being the same voice actor, and like they Superman, they would kind of pull over. I don't think it was the same actor they used, but I remember that like, being like hinted. Yeah, that was kind of related, which is weird, but still. Hey, Capacity. So yeah, there's your little nostalgic reference. Also, dude, you're messing up. You're blobbing your forces. You have flamethrower guys here annihilating you. I get it. You're trying to kill the T-3045. But he's coding. He's literally dragging you deeper into enemy lines. So the flamethrower units can burn your units. And your unit here is so... Oh boy, how do I say this nicely? Oh wow. Okay, yeah, it's so ineffective and hanging cover that it's just not helping. Now we have a big problem. Now we have a huge problem. I just realized. They both have Tigers. Yes, this Tiger's severely damaged and looks like didn't do all that well to the good old Firefly. But 2 Tigers, oh boy. If they use that correctly, they could take over a large portion of the map very quickly. Because now you have 2 big heavy things moving through corridor, you know, areas of not necessarily wide open territory, where this thing could literally pop out any moment and just like, be like, surprise! Yeah. And the T-3045 can do some nice hits. But this thing is definitely gonna, yeah, own the field. Also, really like that. I really like that tiger. Like that camo. I really like that. I mean, like, probably gonna get that as soon as I'm done with this replay. I'm gonna check out those new camos. I keep seeing them, but like, nah, I won't get them. I like my Valkyria Chronicles. This is like, okay, maybe I will. So let's see. Also, again, pathfinding issues, so that makes a lot of lighter vehicles a bigger target, because again, it takes them forever to move. And big tank just comes by, can't escape, it's screwed. Also, very nice job with the AVRE, except for the fact that the obstacles in the way is going to be, you know, a little bit more difficult than, let's say, the Sturm Tiger, which can fire through stuff. But I digress. It's still not a good idea, because you could literally hide that and fire it, and just, like, all of a sudden, all of his units are dead. It's not like this guy with the Gammon Bomb. Oh, boy. So let's see right now. This guy, dude, send some units and capture some territory. You have a Tiger tank. Nothing over here. You should be capturing this territory. Like, seriously. And still, this guy's still here, and they haven't captured any of... Oh, my God. Just run a vehicle through. Poor AVRE. It's just gonna... Yeah, there we go. It's just backing up, being like, yeah, we're just gonna back up. It's a Churchill. Panzer Grenadiers, while very powerful with their Panzer Shreks, gonna have a hard time, like, penetrating that front... I know, penetrating Churchill armor. But yeah, seriously, Churchill armor is kind of hard to penetrate. Centaur armor, not so much. This thing is probably screwed if this thing doesn't move. As stated, it's screwed. Why would you... Rockets do nothing against this. Rockets are meant for vehicles. Alright? Not infantry units. Dude, you better keep... Why would you... Okay. Once again, you missed a shot. The building kind of blocked you. AVRE may have not been the best idea for this map. I like the idea of it for blobs like coming through corridors. Wow. That was a really nice Panzer Grenadier shot. There goes the Firefly. So there goes your only... The British's main counter against Tiger. So that Tiger on the left side is probably going to be enjoying that. That being said, now we have some bigger issues. Love the T-3485 coming through this small little corridor, firing through. That's really cool. But, yeah, if this thing is buttoned, I think, and also the fact that the plane is making marked targets, so pretty much every shot's going to penetrate. Dude, move up more of your T-3485s. Like, seriously. You would actually win if you actually moved these suckers up and actually flanked it. But for some reason, you're keeping it back. This thing is so close to dying. It's ridiculous. And that marked target will not last forever. So you better get close. Oh, he's trying to get around. Stu, bounce. One more shot. Oh, yep, there it goes. Stu having a hard time turning. T-3485 getting the hell out of there. Yeah, you kind of wasted that, honestly. I like the idea of using a small corridor to fire. That's cool, but you should have moved up your armor and flanked it. This one's still alive, though. So, I mean, the Axis player could take it. He has the men and squad to heal that, but no, he's just going to sit there and do nothing. Because that's a great plan, said no one. Also, this thing is still not healed. I have no idea why he hasn't healed it, but sure, let's go with that. Are you placing mines? He's walking right by you, dude. Oh boy. Sure, why not? Yeah, place mines. That's a great idea. He's gonna steal your AT gun, I think. No? Alright. Okay, dude. PANZERBURGER, just saying. Maybe wait for them not to pay attention and then fire it. Could work for you. Just saying. Yeah, anyway, because even though that he lost this, the T-3045 had to... Okay, you did take it. With the Pioneers. Why would you take it with the Pioneer Squad? Okay. Take it with the Grenadier Squad and then heal it with the Pioneer Squad. So that way you get the tank. But right now it's going so slow. He could literally send a new T-3045, you know, deal with the guy on the right, and then when it's done, send it over to the left, and then probably still meet the T-3045 trying to run, you know, trying to get out of there. Doing so much damage right now. Alright, Churchill AVRE moving up. Can you please get a shot off this time? Okay, dude. Okay, like I said, you need to refocus the strategy. What I do with the Storm Tiger is I usually allow the opponent to fight another like group of units, and I move the Storm Tiger up in the fog of war and fire it. You can probably do that with the AVRE, just move it along the side or something, so that way they don't really notice it. Could help. Could definitely help. Yeah. So this guy's Tiger's moving in. Comet. Wow. All right, bouncing. Churchill, this is your time. Mark target being helped again. Soviet player helping out, making that big heavy vehicle a pretty easy target. And that's the big thing. I like this because it's like Zenyatta's like Discord orb. I know I'm referencing all sorts of stuff. Overwatch is great, but it's just making it weaker. It's just bringing that heavy armor on the same scale with a marked target. It makes it essentially the like very easy. Like it has the armor of a medium vehicle, which sucks. Well, okay, overkill much, but hell, you took it out. But again, he had no support. If he would have had some infantry support or something along those lines, they're actually helping. Like, where are all the Panzer Grenadiers? You have like all these Panzer Grenadiers back here. You should have been helping out. And this Dome guy, I mean, again, he could be like, hey, ally, I'm moving out my Tiger. You want to send your guys up? At least the Soviet player and the British player are kind of helping each other out. It seems like this guy's like, I'll take the left, and then Dome's like, I'll take over here. I don't know, it's just weird. Very weird. Yeah, maybe take these points and send your Stug over, which is doing nothing, and take this. Like, seriously, you know it's over here. Anyway, Churchill kind of just on standby. Whatever. Not bad. Not bad at all. T-30-45 still rolling on through. Guy has a ton of... Look how much fuel he has. He has enough to get an army of T-30-40 AFIs, but he's not. He still has just a nice normal army elsewhere. So that way it's like, okay, I have a wide range of units. I don't need a mass amount of one item, which I like. I like when people are just like, okay, let's spread our forces out. It's always nice to have a nice wide army, or like an army with lots of variety is probably the better target. Speaking of target, we have marked target up, which makes T-30-45 just pretty much able to annihilate this Panzer IV. As you can easily see, one shot almost brought down the over half health. Wow, lucky bounce. Marked target cuts the chances of that happening, so... Oh wow, one more shot and it's screwed. There it goes. T-34 on the 85 on a roll. And I like how he has the one back here. It's like, oh, I should probably help out. Shoot. Stug over here. Still hasn't... no, it did. It did break the barbed wire. But still, it's not helping him out. Although, this guy's probably like, wait, why is there another T-30-45? Brother, is that you? But actually, this one definitely has the advantage. Yep, there it goes. Again, good find. At least that kind of helps, you know, not make your... Stop. Don't get a Panzer IV. Dude. Okay, listen. Panzer IV is what, 125? So 100 more fuel, you would get this? 20? So in 4 minutes, you would get that tank. You have enough armor right now you can hold back. You don't need another Panzer IV. That's not going to help you win. Alright? The Soviet player can easily outproduce you with T-30-45s. I get it. The Tiger didn't work for you initially, but if you support it, it'll be fine. I mean, if you're going to keep sending units by themselves into enemy territory, where they're kind of prepping for you, I mean, that's your own damn fault. Nice AT gun spot, like it kind of watches over this, like, big cross-section. So... Tiger on standby once again, kind of just there. I feel like again, the thing that's really helping out the Allies is that marked target. That it's definitely helping them make all that heavier stuff pretty much at the same scale as them. Firepower-wise, it doesn't reduce that. So that if they were smart, if the Axis were smart, they would have multiple vehicles, multiple different units that would cover the Tiger, and the Tiger would be like the thing firing, and then once the marked target's complete, and then move up to the front and be the damage soaker, and just, with everything, just steam, just, you know, move on, right? And just pretty much help clear everything. Really? Alright, have to clear some vehicles before we move up anymore. Sure, why not? A nice, nice rifle grenade, help push back those penal troops. And this, I love this Soviet players, like, Herodon's like, fuck it, I'm done. Let's get all the T-30-45s and just rush them. We can do it. But the Axis are gaining ground, I'll give it that. They're actually gaining ground, even though they have less units overall. So, good for them. Nice mine, but, like, you know, with this ability, you can just heal it if he's not, you know, fighting. If the Stug were to engage it, that would be a huge problem, but he's moving up more armor, so if the armor is smart, it'll move up, knock out that Stug, and then allow the other one to heal. Again, this one can still fire, so he doesn't really have to worry about the Panzer right here, because this thing will, yeah. Oh, no, the other T-30-45. Mark target on this. Yeah, I was like, yeah, let's get rid of the threat, not the nuisance. Stug now 2 stars somehow. Bouncing a shot. Another shot goes through it. It's gonna die 1 second. There it goes. Wow, decrewed. Maybe the Soviet player can take that, and that way they're even. There goes its main gun. Oh wow, that Panzer IV is now useless. Mark target's so applicable. Dude, stop targeting this and hit. Yep. Wow, that one's like, okay, we not gonna decrew this, but now this one's decrewed. Yeah, they should have focused on the T-30-45, not the thing that can't fire on them. That probably would have helped them out. Probably could have won them. But now Panzerburger's like, excuse me. You just killed this guy's T-30-45 army, even though, you know, there's 2 additional ones coming up. Let's take you on. So yeah, Comet's easily about the same scale I would picture as the Comet. This guy tried to ram, didn't he? And there it goes. And more T-30-45s coming up, and you can always recrew this one, so he probably will recrew it, and then what he'll do is probably use his repair vehicles so it's operational. But yeah, Dome just lost a ton of forces, and didn't really do, like, it wasn't a hollow victory. It was, I think at the end of World War II, or near the end of World War II, the Germans launched an operation that launched, I want to say, a majority of their aircraft against Allied positions. So they sent all their aircraft in, like, a final desperate move. I think it was the end of 44 or the early 45, just to, like, hammer Allied positions and, like, destroy at air bases everything they had. I think they lost, like, a third of their air force or some ridiculous number, but they did do an incredible amount of damage to Allied forces. But the thing was, the Allies just resupplied and were able to get everything operational within a month. It's kind of like that, where it's like, sure, you knocked out the T-30-45s. You didn't get any territory, and they have enough resources where they can just get more. So, you didn't really do anything that changed the tide. You just delayed them, honestly. Which, in a scenario in which a delaying factor would be good, yes, that would be good. But they're not even close to that, but point-wise, not even close. And this guy has enough resources and a big enough army to where even if he couldn't get those out necessarily as quick, he has enough to fall back on. The Axis don't. Alright, this Tiger's kind of been, like, sitting here quite some time. Like, I guess he's using that as cover, so the British player, aka Panzerburger, can't really take him out, but I don't know. He's guarding that point, but he's probably telling his ally, like, dude, just take it. But since he's not helping his ally out, and his ally's being neutralized, that being said, now it's just a waiting game for the allies. The allies are just like, alright, The Axis don't want to engage us. That's fine. We'll just guard the points. Yeah, so it looks like they're deploying smoke, I would assume. So they can push up, maybe, and take this position. Again, that would be what I think. Yeah, get annihilated. Aviary, finally a good shot from you. Like a really good shot. Neutralize that infantry push, and look, another Panzer IV. That will probably do nothing. You can tell I'm so optimistic. And I love how PANZERBURGER's like, I don't need infantry. Let's just get the comets. We can just clear the streets. Because honestly, there isn't really anything stopping them from literally just having armor roll down the streets and just be like, yeah, we're just going to clear this area. I guess a last-ditch effort, try to break up their munitions points, stuff like that. Try to gain some, knock out the allied resources, but that's a little too late. If they have enough resources to get 3 comets, you're kind of not exactly in the best position. Oh boy. I'm trying to see what they have that could possibly turn the tide, and honestly, this guy could mobilize his forces. Like, he has more. He's just not sending them out for some damn reason. I can't figure out why. He's like, we have to guard this point even though we could literally flank all these comets right now. Like, literally, the British have a convoy going on right now. And you could annihilate that convoy by flanking, but no. This guy's like, alright, I'll engage, and he's a Panzer IV. That's not gonna help. What the fuck was that? That comet just did a weird slide, but alright. The comments are like, I'm sorry, hold on. Let's heal, let's wait. Again, we have the vehicle crew repairs, and they'll just re-engage. Now it looks like the Axis are kind of forming up for a large ditch effort. We'll see how well that goes. Probably not well. I love the comments holding a line. I think the T-34... Oh my god, the T-34s are coming in on the flank. Oh, that's beautiful. And I love it. So these guys, so they're pushing in, thinking we're fine, we can engage. This is what I mean. Oh, this is great, and the comets can hold their own because of the front armor and their good guns. And then, literally coming up from behind is all the T-34s. And marked target makes this thing unable to go. That kills all the infantry coming up. Jesus. T-34 85's rolling in, gonna chase down that stuff and neutralize all that infantry. Tiger again, they mark targets, so they know where that Tiger is. Oh, that Tiger, run! Oh, you have a star, dude. You could blitzkrieg. Come on. Nope. There. Oh, now you get a Panther. All right. Well, that's GG. Fast forward it from that, but yeah, they have pretty much all the resource at that point. That was the last thing that Uhtred and Dome could possibly do. It's like that last armor charge. But oh wow, that was a nice T-34 85 flank. That was really good. All right, let's see. PANZERBURGER did a lot of damage. All right, not bad. And units killed, about even. I'll say about even for them. Uhtred, a little bit more damage. I could see that. And definitely more kills. Dome, while he was kind of was good. I mean, like, he kept spamming a lot more medium armor, which was okay, but I kind of wanted him to get better stuff or better equipment. He just never really did that. Overall, I do like this map. I think it's a definitely unique map, more urban. I like that idea. And honestly, the biggest change, the biggest factor I would say that helped the allies win the game was mark target. If the Tigers weren't reduced in armor, they would have been a much more substantial threat, and that would have probably helped turn the tables on the allies. But because of the fact they were able to really not worry about that and continue to engage the Axis, and the Axis couldn't really counter that, nor did they try to effectively, it just didn't help them. And long term, it just cost them the game. In that case, that's it. Thank you for watching this 2v2 map. Again, once again, brought to you by PANZERBURGER, who's also a Patreon supporter, along with Chris, Leo, and Tim. If you want to be a Patreon supporter, you can do so. Or you can just like and subscribe. That helps me as well. In any case, leave your comments down below, and I'll see you next time.